Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirayet. Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata-sevayā Bhagavati Uttama-shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Neshtiki Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajeshatanaya Stadhama Vrindavanam Ramya Kachitupasana Vrajavadhu Vargena Va Kalpita Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam Pramanam Prema Pumartho Mahan Śrī Caitanya Mahāprabhu Matamidam Tatradharana Para Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschata Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear Vaishnavas, thank you so much for joining. We are reading Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 32, entitled The Reunion. The gopis, when they met Krishna in the last few verses we have been reading, they asked Krishna in a unique way, Krishna, do you know there are three kinds of people? There are one who express love, affection when someone offers them love and affection, basically good for good, right? And there are some who do not offer affection, or they are basically neutral, like, even if you do good, they are indifferent. Oh, sorry. There are the second category, the gopis said, they offer affection even if someone does not, right? So even if someone gives them bad, they will give good. Like the tree example is very famous. If someone hits a tree with a stone, the tree gives mangoes or some other fruit, apple, whatever. But there are some who do not show affection to anyone, whether good or bad. So in short, they are inimical. Krishna, please explain this matter. Then we will see what did the gopis, what did Krishna say? Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Mitho Bhajanti Ye Sakhya Swarthikanto Dyamahite Na Tatra Sauhridam Dharma Swarthartham Tadhi Nanyatha. Translation and purport by disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, so-called friends who show affection for each other only to benefit themselves are actually selfish. They have no true friendship, nor are they following the true principles of religion. Indeed, if they do not expect benefit for themselves, they would not reciprocate. Purport. The Lord here reminds the gopis that in pure loving relationship, there is no sense of selfish interest, but rather only love for one's friend. Hare Krishna. Beautiful verse about friendship here. Is it not? Krishna himself is saying. Sohridam, true friendship. The so-called friendship who show affection only to benefit themselves. That's called selfish friendship or so-called friendship. It's actually not friendship. It's only superficial, only for self-interest, selfishness. And what is true friendship? Nor are they following the true principles of it. So what? This is not even dharma, right? So swarth and dharma don't go together, right? As the word used here, swartha ekantodyama. So the swarth is the main reason. For their sake, swartha, ekanta, exclusively. Udyama, their endeavors are only for swartha. Na tatra sauridam, वहां पे अच्छी friendship नहीं. And neither is there dharma, religiosity. Swartham artham. Swartha artham tat hi na anyatha. It is only for one's own sake. Indeed, they do not, if they did not expect benefit for themselves, they would not reciprocate. So, this is a beautiful verse, and we can elaborate it in so many aspects. But first, let's hear what Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta Thakur says on text number 17. Kṛṣṇa, understanding the intention of the gopis, Kṛṣṇa answered, those who reciprocate with one another based on expectation of return for their assistance are endeavoring exclusively for the sake of their own rewards in the present or in the future. Right? कोई बोलेगा उसको रिटर्न आज नहीं मिलेगा, but future में मिलेगा. So that's selfishness. They are indeed worshipping only themselves and no one else. They are not worshipping God or this can be with anything, because we want to be Krishna's friend too. So our relationship with Krishna is it based on selfishness? Krishna, I am offering you bhoga because you give me a good job. That's swartha. Or Krishna, I am offering you laddu, so you can give me a promotion. Or Krishna, I am offering you this, or I will do bhakti because you help my child in future. So he becomes a doctor or he becomes a good lawyer. So either in present or in future. Or maybe, oh, I should get connected with that big guy, because if I get connected with him, if I become friends with him, then I will become wealthy, or I'll have a good position. So that's also selfishness. Their mutual reciprocation would not occur otherwise. They are selfish persons with conditional love and are full of lusty desires. Consequently, these people have no love, sahrida or prema. They do not have that. Nor do they have any dharma. Hare Krishna. So neither there is prema, nor there is dharma, nor there is sauharda. So, can anyone think of examples of selfish friendship in scriptures? Let's talk about selfish friendship, which was based on, give and take principle, or appeared to be friends. Appeared to be friends, but there was self-interest there, as per this verse, either in the present or in the future. Swartha ekanta udyama, only for swartha. Duryodhana and Karna, yes, their friendship is based on, oh, he gave me kingdom, right? Then I need to be friends with him. Right? Very good example. Okay. Hmm. Can anyone think of others examples? There are many, many examples. Even think of the demoniac friends, like Kamsa's friends, or all the demons he was doing, right? Basically, they were friends, like or under his control, even like Ravana's people, right? So they were serving him or kind of friends or kind of because they wanted self-interest, right? Oh, let's be friends with him, otherwise he'll kill us, right? Out of fear or out of whatever interest, right? They didn't want to. They were following him or they were being so-called friends because they had self-interest and self-interest could be protecting their life, right? Mm. The followers of Hiranyakashipu. Mm. So that's poor friendship. And in this day and age, unfortunately, in most relationships, there is swartha. Sorry to say that, but even parents, don't they expect, oh, my child in future मेरे बुढ़ापे का लाठी बनेगा? That's also swartha, right? कि मेरा help करेगा. Oh, I have done so much for my child should do so much for me in the future, right? One should do one's best without expectation. It's hard, but no, we have to try. So now let's talk about some examples from friendship where there was no swartha. Can anyone think of? Absolutely no swartha, no self-interest, either in the present or in the future. They did not expect benefit for themselves, and they still did their best without expecting any benefit for themselves.
Krishna and Sudama.
Krishna and Sudama, beautiful, right? Okay. The gopis, right? The famous example, they gave the dust of their lotus feet because only to please Krishna. The gopis are the topmost examples of friendship with Krishna, right? Who would give the dust of their feet to the Lord, the God, the Supreme Controller, Master, Proprietor? Baba, I don't want to go to hell. I don't want to get sin, right? But they didn't think of them. They didn't think of their friend first. Putting others' interest first is real friendship, true friendship. Parents do that, right? Many, many times. They put their kids' interest first, right? Think of other examples where a friend put the other party's interest as primary, but there was no selfishness there, no swartha. Hmm. Hmm. The brotherhood between Rama and Lakshmana. Brothers are also friends in some way, right? Lakshmana, when he was serving Lord Ram for 14 years, did he expect something? Right? Isn't that true friendship? Isn't that true love? Hmm. So we see so many examples. The Jatayu, the bird, he gave up his life. What did he expect? And he was actually misunderstood. Now imagine, even Lakshmana was misunderstood by Mother Sita, but still he continued. So Jatayu was misunderstood that this is the guy who killed Sita. because he was, in the pool of blood when they came and saw. Lakshmana was misunderstood by the mother Sita, for very whom he was giving his life and service, for that mother, for that brother's wife, but she misunderstood him. But he did not stop, sir. Hey, you misunderstood me, now forget it. I'm not going to help. No, he's still. That's Lakshmana. That's true friendship. That's true service. I was talking to one devotee on Sunday, just yesterday. Then I asked him, Prabhu, thank you for giving so much your time. You are busy. You have so many things to do, but you're giving so much of your time to me for this unworthy person. He said, His Holiness Ramapad Swami Maharaj, his Guru Maharaj, told him, the purpose of time is to develop genuine friendship, genuine relationship. Really like that. It struck me. What is the use of time? The purpose of time, what is time for? That time is for developing genuine relationships, true relationships. With whom? With Krishna and his devotees. And how does that happen? By reading Krishna Katha, by conversing about Krishna conscious topics, by honoring prasad together, exchanging gifts, inviting and accepting invitation, etc., etc. Quality time. Same with japa, same with reading, hearing. So if we have to develop strong relationship with Krishna, then we need to selflessly start loving him. Okay, we may ask some things like Draupadi Mata asked, well, Krishna help me. That's fine. But we know Anya Vilashita Shunyam. When it in pure bhakti is Anya Vilashita Shunyam. So long story short, Krishna is telling here about selfish friendship and true friendship. Any thoughts here before we move on? Text 18, let's read further what he says next. Anyone would like to read? Anyone in a position is able to read, please unmute. Mataji, Shiva Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Haribol, please Mataji. Yes. You can read Mataji.
भजन्ति अभजातो ये वै करुणा पितरौ यथा धर्मो निरापवादोऽत्र सौहृदं च सुमध्यमा. My dear slender-waisted gopis, some people are genuinely merciful or, like parents, naturally affectionate. Such persons who devotedly serve even those who fail to reciprocate with them are following the true, faultless path of religion, and they are true well-wishers. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. So here the description is Bhajanti Abhajata. Those who serve or are devoted to the people who do not reciprocate with them. They are following dharma, right? The example is given of parents. Their parents are merciful. Parents are kind. Many children, unfortunately, don't respect their parents in the old age, or they send to the old age homes, or they feel caring for the parents is a burden. It's an interesting story in the Mahabharata. Bhima was asked different questions. One question was, that a jug of water, and then there were 4 glasses, right? 1, 2. The jug filled all the 4 glasses of water, and they all, the jug filled the water cups, glasses. But when the water was put back in the jug was not even 10% full. So the jug became empty, right, after filling those 4 glasses. Now, the 4 glasses should be able to fill that jug, right? But when they tried, it was not even 10%. Can you solve that riddle? Bhima was given that riddle. Does my question make sense? So then Yudhishthira Maharaj solved it. It is said, is a symptom of Kali Yuga. The jug represents parents. The 4 children represents the children. The 4 glasses represent the children. 1, 2, 3, 4. That number is not so material. But the point is, the parents take care of 4 children or 10 children, whatever the count is, 2 children, 1, 2, 5, 10, whatever. But when the time comes that those very kids are not able to, even 4 put together, and then now they may be married, 4, 8 grandchildren, they're not able to take care of the parents put together. Or they don't want to, or they don't feel it's a priority. They feel it's a burden. So, but unfortunately, parents still have a kind, loving, merciful heart towards them. Kṛṣṇa Chakra Thakur says here, Kṛṣṇa answers the second question. Those who honor those who do not honor them are showing unconditional respect. Those who honor those who do not honor them, they are showing unconditional respect. There are 2 categories. Those with the family relationships, such as the father, mother, those who are merciful by nature, right? Parents are merciful by nature. Specifically, the merciful are the pure devotees like Prahlad, wow, who manifested unconditional mercy. Hiranyakashipu was so torturous, so harsh upon Prahlad. Is it not? But Prahlad was always kind to his father. So one is the family, and the other is the merciful devotees, were the pure devotees like Prabhupada, so merciful upon the entire world. Otherwise, why would a 70-year-old take all the pain to come in this cold country with no resources? Why? Just think about why. What was he not happy in Vrindavan? Didn't he have a great spiritual, wonderful life in Radha Damodar temple? With good association, good prasad, good bhagavat, good darshan, the 7 Goswami temple. What could be a better place than to come in the Bowery, in ghettos of New York? Why? To distribute the mercy of Lord Chaitanya. Parama Karuna Pahodui Jana Nitai Gaurachandra. That was the only, they are merciful by nature. Kripa Sagar, right? Vancha kalpatarubhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha. Kripa ke sindhu hai. They're so merciful, ocean of mercy. So both these types are not concerned with personal gain. So selflessness, not swartha or paropkar. Whether they are happy or miserable, they continue to reciprocate with other person. Mar khai prem de, Śrī Caitanya, right? Chaitanya Mahāprabhu, Nityaṁ Prabhu. We know the famous story. Jagai Madai, they tried to kill them, Nitai, by throwing that liquor pot on the head, started bleeding. But the very people who were trying to harm and kill They were merciful. This is Vaishnava. Haridas Thakur was also being, in 22 marketplaces, he was being beaten up badly, but he was praying for their good. This is Vaishnava. So, whether happy or sad, happy or miserable, they are reciprocate with the other person, and even after death, they do not give up their respect. Among these, pure devotees are the best, and the mother father are second class. The religiousness, dharma of both these classes is faultless. Nirapavadaha, because it is free from expectation of material result. So in short, the dharma is to stop expecting. The more we expect, the more we are on the side of adharma. The more we are on the side of selfishness. The more we are selfless, the less we expect, the more we are following dharma. Krishna is saying, their undying friendship and pure loves, Saharda, Suhrida, Prema is also faultless. O slender waist, Sumadhyama. Su means good, Madhyama means lower, the middle. Madhyama means middle portion, referring to waist. Indirectly, Krishna is saying the middle question of the gopis is the most excellent. So beautiful. Did you get the pun here? Did everyone get? I'll read this again. Sumadhyamaha. There are two meanings of Sumadhyama here. What are the two meanings? Who will explain?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Ribol, Mata.
Prabhuji, Sumadhyama, as you just explained, referred to like a slender waisted waist.
Referring to gopis.
Yeah.
Beautiful gopis. And what's the second meaning?
Second meaning, I don't know, Prabhuji. I just joined, I missed. Yeah.
Sure, I'll explain again. The gopis asked three types of question, right? There are three kinds of people. Oh Krishna, please explain this. The first kind is those who offer respect to those whom they offer respect, right? The second kind are those they offer respect and love even to inimical. This was Madhyama. So Su Madhyama. The second class are the best class. That's what Krishna is saying. They're most excellent. And the third is they don't care. They don't give a damn to even those who are kind to them. Like they are inimical to even the people who are kind to them. That's for the third point of the gopi. So Sumadhyama. Beautiful pun here. Because they apply to dishonorable example, the first and the last question are not as respectable. So the middle question is Sumadhyama. It can mean the middle answer actually is directed towards you, gopis, who are the personification of middle questions answers. Wow, Krishna is so expert. In one word, you see, in one word, Sumadhyama, Krishna said a lot. What all he said? Oh, gopis, you are so beautiful. You are slender waist. And he glorified their question. Right? Oh, gopis, your question is Sumadhyama. Right? Because the middle, which means the people who are grateful to everyone and even those who are inimical towards them, that's amazing. And oh, gopis, you are personification of Sumadhyama. That means not only your slender waist by beauty, but you are exemplifying Sumadhyama, the question. That means you are that kind of Suhrida who offers love and respect to even those who are inimical, which is I do not sometimes show up, right, to your request, but you still keep loving. Isn't that like, you see, did everyone get this? Like there's a lot here to kind of unpack. Hmm? And the acharyas like Kṛṣṇa Thakur are explaining it so beautifully. So what is dharma? Dharma here is what is like to do one's best, irrespective of, basically even in Bible it is said to treat those to love those who love us. That's like a great person, right? But to love those who are not so kind, that's a test of one's genuineness, dharma, right? Adversity tests, right? Even in any relationship, it is said, adversity tests friendship, adversity tests the husband, the wife, right? How does the husband and wife react when things are going great? Hmm? Or when things are not going great? How do they react? Right? Um, any other thoughts about this second topic, which is very, very sumadhyama and dharma? Is everyone okay with this? So we discussed the first, we discussed the second, and let's talk about the third, which is like, okay, the third part. Krishna is responding. Anyone would like to read? Angela?
I can try, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mata, please.
Bhajato api na vaikechit bhajanti abhajata kutaham atmarama hi apta kama akritnya guru druha. I don't know if it was the right tune.
Try a different one. Bhajatopi na vaikechid bhajanti abhajata kutaha atmaramaya aptakama akrita jnana guru druhu. The Anushtup Chanda. This is Anushtup, the Gita verses basically. Try that.
भजतो अपि न वै केचित् भजन्ति अभजातकुटः आत्मराम हि आप्तकामा अकृत्यत्न गुरुद्रुह.
Very nice. This is called Anushtup. This is, most of the Gita verses are like that. Patram pushpam phalam toyam yo me bhaktya prayachati bhajatopi na vaikechid bhajanti abhajata kutaha. You see, it's matching. This is called Anushtupa. Most Gita verses are like that, and most other Shastra also, this fits in. Yes, Mata, please.
Translation and purport by the disciples of Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Then there are those individuals who are spiritually self-satisfied, materially fulfilled, or by nature ungrateful or simply envious of superiors. Such persons will not love even those who love them. What to speak of those who are inimical? Purport: some people, being spiritually self satisfied, do not reciprocate others' affection because they want to avoid entanglement in mundane dealings. Other persons do not reciprocate simply out of envy or arrogance. And still others fail to reciprocate because they are materially satisfied and thus uninterested in new material opportunities. Lord Krishna patiently explains all these things to the gopis. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. So what's being discussed here? The third category of friends. So remember, this is a very important topic. So gopis asked the three questions. Number one is those who do good when good is done to them, right? You speak good, they'll do good. So swartha. They have some interest, therefore they're reciprocating. The second is the best, sumadhyama, we read. They do good even when without expectation. So two examples, genuine parents, friendships, and even a higher example, pure devotees, Prahlad, gopis, Haridas Thakur, etc. Now comes the third category, is ungrateful, envious. These are the words used. Materially fulfilled. Such persons will not love even those who love them. Vidura was a genuine friend of everyone, right? Suhrid. But how did Duryodhana treat him? Like a dog. Get out! We don't need you. Right? He was giving good advice. He was a Suhrid. Vibhishana. He was a Suhrid to Ravana. Get out! Right? We don't need you. Right? Vinash Kale, Viprit Buddhi. They are so puffed up, so envious, so materially and satisfied. Oh, humse bada kaun? I know better. There's no one more. Lack humility. But think of Vidura. Think of Prahlad. Think of Vibhishana. Think of Haridas Thakur. Did they become inimical towards the people who treated them badly? Did they hold a grudge? Did they hold resentment? No. Vibhishana did the final rites for his brother. Prahlad prayed to Hiranyakashipu, please take my father back home. Haridas Thakur prayed for those Jalladas who were like trying to kill him. Vidura went again to the Dhritarashtra court, right? And maybe in the past circumstances were not good. He didn't want to like listen, but maybe now he may listen. He still had a kind heart towards them. Think of Prabhupada. So many attempts were made to kill him. He went to Africa. People stole his people's his like dhoti and upper cloth, lower cloth were hanging on for drying, and they were missing in action. Someone stole them. Prabhupada started the class. One should not steal the guru's clothes. Imagine the kind of people. So many challenging situations. Prabhupada didn't give up. Right? So the third class of people is you can say the opposite of the second class, right? Or the other party of the other party. The second class, there are like two, because in a relationship there are two people. One is unkind, right? And one is kind. One is unkind, keeps on doing bad behavior, the other person is kind. So basically, the third class is like if the second class was glorifying, party two. The third category is basically talking about not to be party one, not to be that inimical person. It's not dharma. It's not dharma. Well, it's not even mentioned close to dharma because even swartha is not considered dharma. Even the first category is not considered dharma. And why does it happen? Because of pride, sense of superiority. They are puffed up, ungrateful, Someone sent a message. Gratitude is the bridge between material and spiritual consciousness. Beautiful message, right? We all should always be grateful. We are nothing but a product of blessings, blessing of our parents, teachers, gurus. So many people have been instrumental to shape us what we are today. We must always be grateful. If you become ungrateful, there is no, that's material consciousness. That's not bhakti. Krishna Chakravarti Thakur says, Krishna answers the third question. Some people do not respect or respond to those who respect them. What is the question of respecting those who do not respect them? Ara samajh. Some people will not even respect those who respect them. What to speak of? Like those who are neutral or they are not so respectful. There are 4 types mentioned in sequence from greater or lesser to lesser. The first is the Atmarama, who delights in the self alone and forever looks within. Atmarama. Bhagavad Gita also talks about this verse, Atmarama, in chapter 2 and many other chapters. Those who delight in the self, like self-satisfied, unki khushi, they are looking that, internal happiness. Their happiness is inside because they're connected with Krishna. Their happiness is not coming from someone gives, say, oh, Haribol Prabhu, you are great. Oh, Haribol Mataji, you cook amazing. And if we don't get that respect, then we feel bad. Oh, their happiness is not, they're not looking for that. Like Madhavendra Puripa. In fact, it is said that Pratishta Sukumari, right? Pratishtha or Man Samman is always, she doesn't get a good match. She's always Kumari, unmarried, bachelor. Why? Because to whom she wants to marry, they run away from her. Are you following? Like pure devotees. They're not hungry for pratishtha. They run away, like Madhavendra Puri. When this news came that Gopinath has stolen a kheer for Madhavendra Puri, he didn't say, wow, look at me. Post on Instagram, post on Facebook. Today, today Gopinath, the Supreme Lord, stole kheer for me. And that's actual truth. It's not like a concocted AI story, right? And there were no phones and stuff at that time, but still he didn't stay in that town. Said, okay, let me leave because the news somehow will spread and people will say, oh, he's great and all that. I need to just leave this town. And those who are running after Pratishtha does not want to come to them. So she always stays Kuwari. Atmaram, who delight in the self alone and forever look within. The second type is Aptakama, those who, seeing externally, has satisfied all his material desires and therefore does not seek enjoyment from others. Aptakam. Basically, they are not too much dependent on others. They do not seek enjoyment from others. But they have like fulfilled. Whatever Krishna has given my home, I'm happy with that. Whatever car I have, I'm happy with that. Whatever, my height, my weight, whatever Krishna has given, I'm happy with that. Right? Aptakama. The third type is the ungrateful. Akrita jana, akrita or krita ghana or akritagya. Krita means, like kritagya means gratitude. Krita का ज्ञान, कृता किसी ने कुछ किया उसका ज्ञान रखना, उसको याद रखना, to remember what someone has done for us is कृतज्ञ. And a लगा दिया आगे तो opposite हो जाता है, antonym becomes opposite और अकृतज्ञ और कृतघ्न, कृत को काट दिया, Mardya, ghana means to kill. To kill someone, to basically, oh, that was a very minor act. He just someone did a lot, and to put that down is also kritaghna, right? हमने छोटा कार्य किया, we want to make it up. Others did big, we want to, no, that's kritaghna or akritagya, being ungrateful, or minimize their efforts. Even though they desire sense gratification from others, they do not recognize when others help them. They do not recognize when others help them. The fourth type is called Guru Druha, those who are inimical to superiors. This is very important, my dear friends. Guru Druha. In this, so Akritagya, actually all these words are used. You notice Atmarama, Aptakama, Akritagya, and Guru Druha. See, if my neighbor helped me and I didn't help him, that's what category? And or I forgot about what he helped, and I don't care about what he did for help to me. Like he helped me to, take care of my lawn in my absence. Okay. Good thing, right? It was kind of him. But I didn't reciprocate, I didn't say even thank you, and I am ungrateful. That's akritagya. But now is a neighbor, a common person, but now the guru, the senior Vaishnavas, the devotees, if someone forgets their blessing, that's called Gurudraha. It's more serious. They're inimical towards superiors, the very people who are in the position of a guru, parents, right? He does not acknowledge what others have done for him and rather shows excessive hatred towards them for no good reason. Oh my God. They are called Gurudroha. I am not saying this. One senior Vaishnava, ISKCON Madhavananda Prabhu, who is a disciple of Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj. He said, unfortunately, currently, many people in ISKCON, and please don't take it, I'm not talking about any city or any state I'm linked to, because he has not even been to those cities, and so don't take it in that way. I'm linked to some cities or I travel to some cities. I'm not talking about anything in that connection. I'm making a quote or an observation from a devotee who travels to many, many cities and countries. He said in his word, unfortunately, many, many people in ISKCON today are doing this offense. They're doing offense towards Guru. They're being ungrateful towards their own Guru, whether Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru. The very people who got closer, who brought them closer to the bhakti journey, as Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru, they are offensive towards them and show excessive hatred towards them for no good reason. कोई अच्छा कारण भी नहीं. ऐसा नहीं कि the guru is beating them, the guru is asking, give me $1 million, otherwise I'll kill you, right? A pure guru will never do that. For no good reason, excessive hatred. This is called Guru Druha. Those who have a reason for being inimical are called Alpadruha. So Guru also means heavy. So the ज़्यादा degree में है उसका hatred. Alpa means थोड़ा. ये किसी का कुछ excessive reason है. It's a very good reason for anger. That's Alpadruha, lower degree than the Gurudruha. In addition, those who show hatred towards one who renders protection are Gurudruha. So basically hating those who are protecting. The very umbrella which is guarding from the rain, Duryodhana did not like the umbrella on his head. Hey, mujhse upar kaun? Even the umbrella cannot go on top of me. Hatao usko. In addition, those who show hatred. Okay, we read this. These are the three types of Gurudrohi. Okay. Gurudrohi are those who do not respect others. In this way, we have had one example. The selfish person. Selfish person means swartha. I'll help you if you help me. Selfish. Then the second one is the best, Sumadhyama, remember, which is Prahlad Maharaj example, remember, or the mother's example. And then the ungrateful, right? They do not offer respect even if someone does good to them. And in that, we discussed subcategories also. Atmarama, the best. Aptakama. Atmarama, number one, self-satisfied. Aptakama, those who have already attained material desires. It's okay, mera ghar, bagadi, I'm happy with what I have. I don't, aspire to butter someone to get all that. Akritaj, ungrateful. Akritagya. And Guru, this is like the worst. You see, in this descending order, I know we are a little over time, but is this helpful? Is it all making sense? The different kinds of friendship. And of course, we know Sumadhyama is the best. Atmarama. At least try to be Aptakama. Right? At least not be Akritagya, not be Guru Droha. And try to be at Aptakama and approach towards Atmarama. From Aptakama to Atmarama. Remembering following the footsteps of Prahlad. Any thoughts, quick comments before we stop for today? We read 3 verses today, 17, 18, and 19, where Kṛṣṇa has beautifully explained the different kinds of friendship. Now, we will see later, Kṛṣṇa, gopis have asked, hey, where do you fall? Any other comments, any thoughts, any reflections on the beautiful topic? Okay. I'll take silence as an indication that it's time to wrap up. Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam ki jai, Jagadguru Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai, Samaveta Gaur Bhaktarinda ki jai. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Vanchakalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhubhya evacha, Pitanam Pavanebhyo, Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo. Thank you. Hari Bol.